Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement, big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Dogs will kick this away, start us off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And the running back takes the handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
A nice job here by this back, picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. And they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
First down and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. Quick throw to the left. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Ducks pick up enough yards to move the sticks. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years. And it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Timeout, Oregon. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Makes the catch at the 10-yard line. Offense threatening now.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. And he drops back in the gun. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. He's at the 50. At the 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Wow, this is a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception because sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Here's the handoff. And the visitors start with a run that barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Running with purpose. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Back to throw again. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Defense looking to keep the pressure on. Third down coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up 4th.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And that one is no good. But there's a flag down. He might get another shot at this. And the Bulldogs offense is on the move now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Georgia has moved into the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Second down, looking to throw it. Snags a quick throw. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The Dogs looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. As a design quarterback keeper. He's swarmed by the defense.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. In the clear at the 25.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That pass is caught. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. It'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. And you can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Caught in the flat by the running back. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a great catch on the sideline. What an effort to stay in bounds. Success the formation. It's third down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. The Ducks looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Direct snap to the back. He's brought down out at the 46. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Crucial third down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a quick grab. A first down pickup tackle at the 45. The Dogs come to the line and start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
His offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
He pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They look to throw it here on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Robinson. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT stretches the lead to 17-0. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. The secondary backed up off the ball now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Quick pass, the catch is made. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
You can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Catch made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. And they wrap him up, and the gain is good enough for a first down.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
And looking to throw now on first down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. There's a wide-open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Dogs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he's brought down quickly, trying to make something happen on the return, but still doesn't get out to the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Look at out throwing here to start the drive. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Head coach stays aggressive after failing on the last two fourth down attempts. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? He make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You can really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Going for a big play downfield. Caught near the goal line. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side on that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
The offense still out there. They're going for two here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And that one's picked off. What a play. The 50. The 40. He's past the 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick two. When have you ever seen that before? As the two-point try backfires big time. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. First and 10, looking to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Humphreys. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Wideouts now clustered. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And they heave it deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Breaking free at the 35. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Plays bottled up, and the football is loose. Looks like the defense has it.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick catch. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
Game moves the ball to the 43. First down coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's going to take off here. Breaks out of the crowd into open space. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Tackle, but first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the wideout goes in motion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 26, Oregon 13.
of the quarter, offense setting up for a second down play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
It's an out route. The catch made.
Third down was completed. Runs out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Offense facing fourth down.
The Bulldogs will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. That's a design quarterback keeper. Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. And now you've got another chance at points.
Powering right past the defender. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This offense is still clicking. That's a crucial touchdown for the offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And now the try for the 2-point conversion. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Defense not pressing this time. Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down, we're going to throw the football. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaks loose at the 45. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Snags the quick throw. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
But the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
They look to throw it here on second down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Looks right for a quick completion. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
Second down after that previous play. Receiver in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Hard running through a tackle. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Oh, and another incompletion.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback drops back. Tries to get it to the running back. Comes up with the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And this offense picks up the 1st down. They tackle it at the 44. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.